Hello folks, Fat Guy Flies RC here. Going to take up the FMS glider here. 2.3 meter. Right aileron, left aileron, up elevator, down elevator, right rudder, left rudder. Alright.
Motor on.
Motor on. Makes it easier. This is one big plane and she's fairly heavy for a glider. The ASW 17 by FMS. You want to hold her kind of behind the wheel there, okay, into the northwest, which is kind of this way. Give her a nice chunk. There you go. Just kind of push her forward a little bit. Those big old wings come off and they had two tabs that you pull back and they pop in and you hear them click in, and has quick connects for your electrical connections, for your flaps and your ailerons. Now if you notice in the film that I've got red wingtips underneath the wings, as I come by here, I'm going to try to come down a little bit lower. I want you to look underneath the wings here. Kind of see underneath them wings there?
7 minutes.
There. I've got red wingtips. I've painted that way on purpose. Oh, into the wind, she could almost hear that howl sound. Now this is one well-designed glider, power glider. She's kind of a hybrid between a sailplane and a power glider. Big, gentle giant. I'm running a 3200 4S in her. I mean, after all, she is a one big plane. And there. Speed brake is already programmed in. But like I said, I'm running a 3200 4S in her as far as the battery goes. And the receiver is an AR620 antennaless, because you need at least 5 channels. You can pick this up 5 channels because she does have flaps and the usual complement, throttle, aileron, rudder, and elevator. So normal 4 channels. And then she's got, like I said, the flaps. Big flaps too.
Takeoff flaps. Landing flaps.
And you need, and this big old bird, trying to get her to come out of the air, landing flaps are a must. And that's why I need landing flaps. Otherwise she would just kept right on going. Look at those big old flaps on her.
Takeoff flaps. Flaps up.
All right. Now, like I said, I had my timer set for 7.5 minutes. I guess you can do an underhanded throw, but yeah, I can. But she's heavy. trying to get your hand around her and then give her a toss. She's hard to hold because she's just so big and heavy. Yeah, she's heavy plane. She is heavy, but she's designed so well. The entire leading edge of both wings have hard plastic completely down the leading edge of both wings, and that makes it nice for, cuts right through the air and makes for great for dents and dings. She's got a belly wheel for landing, and also she's got skid plates on the end of each wing that stick down about 1 inch or 3/4 of an inch, and then she's got one on the tail down there at the very end. And be careful, that is probably the weakest point in this plane though. Be careful on your landings. Try to make sure they stay just as straight as you can get them, because if your plane kind of goes sideways on you when you land, that back skid plate can break off with any side pressure fairly easy. Ask me how I know. How do you know, fat guy? And yeah, it broke right off when sometimes these power gliders, you land them straight and then they kind of roll on the ground because you didn't keep the momentum forward. And when that happened, that back plate just snapped right off. It was a clean break, so I was able to put a little bit of Uhu Pour or foam tack or one of the rubberized cements for these foam safe planes. And this is just a different kind of flying, folks. Just this is all about keeping the plane level and just gliding along, enjoying the flight. Now, can she do aerobatics? Well, of course. She can do rolls, or definitely not fat, not going to be a fast roll. This is about making these beautiful, wide, sweeping passes. Listen. Hear that howl? I hope that came through on the audio. Listen. Hear that whoo sound, that whoosh? Yeah, that's wonderful. Did you get this thing into the wind? What? Oh man. Flaps are down. And she will float and float and float. Put her into the wind, drop them flaps, and you can just about get her to hold still. There you go, folks. That's what it's all about. Now, when you pick her up, if you're going to want to tilt her forward and pick her up, be careful. Make sure your props are folded in when you do that. The last thing you want to do is pick her up and then go opposite of how that prop is. Yeah, pick her up. Oh man, she's a big heavy bird. Get a good grip on her. Into the wind. And let go. Just kind of push. Just kind of lean forward is all you really have to do.
Landing flaps.
Sorry about the sun. There you go. You want a flare there at the very end. Well, anyways, there you go, folks. That is the FMS ASW 17 sailplane, power glider, whatever you want to call it. Kind of a hybrid between the two. Wonderful plane. I want to say she sells for $279, something like that. But look at these wings. All the way along the front edge of those wings is a plastic piece that's hardened plastic along the front. Motor off. You've got a hatch that holds the there's where I put my, oh gosh, there's where I got my 3200 4S. I got the AR620 in there. Push button hatch. Even here on the end of these flaps, there's plastic protectors here for these flaps. Let me show you. Turn her upside down. Protection on all your ailerons. See down there where that red thing sticking out right there? That's that thing that helps keep it off the ground. And this is what I was talking about. This, if you go a little bit sideways on the ground, that there can break off with a side impact, but it's on there good. So that's the only weak point in this plane that I've been able to see. That keeps it up off the ground. Got that landing wheel, got a good cooling for the ESC. Got these steel rods that go through the control surfaces there. Got a little bit of boo-boo there on the end of that wing. And then these are these tabs that you just squeeze these in and pull your wing straight out. And it's got a solid steel spar that goes about here that you screw in. Then it's got a steel spar or a carbon fiber spar that goes all the way to the very tip, all the way to the end. So let's take her up one more time and just have a little more fun. Oh, I say, you just kind of lean forward. That's all you have to do. The grass that was inside that air cooling blew in my mouth just now.
Landing flaps.
But yeah, you put those flaps down. As you can see, she'll then land no problem. Maybe. If you can get her to come out of the sky. All right, folks, put our flaps back up.
Flaps up.
Thank you so much for watching. This is Fat Guy Flies RC saying see you later. God bless. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Bye bye.